The center part is taken from the Eiffel Tower. The backside is more prettier.
So Nitesh, tell us as to what motivated you to take badminton as a career, and was badminton always your favorite sport?
I used to play football during my school days. I used to play almost all of the sports: basketball, volleyball, cricket, everything. But football was my first love all the time. And surprisingly, badminton was not there in any of that list. Yeah, I was 15 years old back then. We were just a normal weekend. We went around our city to play a football match, friendly match, and we were coming back. And then I had a accident by train. It was so severe that the doctors they could not save my leg, and it had to be amputated.
So after the accident, did you thought that you would play any sport?
At that time, sports was nowhere in my mind. The first motive for me to be independent on my legs again, and it was very disheartening to me. I was blank out in my mind that how will the life be in the future, and what will I do? How will I do? And then I had to go to Artificial Limb Center Pune for my further treatment, and there I saw lots of army professionals, navy professionals, and Air Force professionals who lost their limbs in wars, in accidents. They used to run with prosthetics. They used to run with crutches. They used to have fun in their own ways, and then it motivated me a lot that being so old in age, if they can push their limits and they can get back to their feet independently, then I was just a 15-year-old kid who had the whole of life in front of me. So that motivated me the most.
At what age did you started playing badminton?
I started playing badminton during the first year of my BTech in 2014. I started playing it for recreation purpose, for fun, just to have some mind off studies and that hectic schedule of an IIT education system. I was always into sports. During my childhood, I used to play football, and I always used to fantasize about sports. So, but when I started playing badminton, the same inner kid of me who loves sports started coming back, and then I didn't even realize when it became a passion, and I started playing badminton very sincerely, and then soon I wanted to play for my college team before I got to know about para sports.
What all challenges came forward you while playing badminton, while learning, while practicing, and while training?
When I started playing it, I didn't think of it as a profession or to compete in the sport. So I was not training according to the game. I was just getting to know the regulations and then just playing according to them. No technique as such, no footwork, just naturally trying to reach out for the shuttle howsoever I can. So it was not like I trained in a particular way to have my footwork to reach out the corners and to reach out the shuttle. It was just like this. I would see shuttle falling in front of me, and I just wanted to reach out to it, and then it just came naturally. And after some time, when I wanted to play for the college team, and then I used to play with regulations sincerely. Then surprisingly, that natural footwork was the perfect footwork that worked for me. So even now, I believe like my footwork in the court is one of my strong points of the game. Started using prosthetics in 2010, and then by the before long before I started playing badminton, so I got used to it so naturally that even while walking, if you somehow stumbled while walking, and if I was about to fall, my right leg automatically took one step extra and got stable my body. The same thing happened when I started playing, that my right leg automatically, like, to reach out for the shuttle, I kind of started reaching out with my right leg more, and started depending it on more on that leg more. And when during COVID, when I got my sports prosthetic, which has a huge difference between the walking prosthetic and sports prosthetic, because it gives me more balance and more pace and more stability, and it's less heavier. So it gave me more edge than my previous prosthetic and previous game pattern and everything. So COVID was the main time when, during where everything was shut, and I had time to get used to my new prosthetic. So that was the turning point in my career that boosted my game a lot.
What was the feeling like when the shuttle fell and it was announced that you have won the gold for India? And while you were walking towards the podium, what all feelings did you have inside you?
When the shuttle landed out, it was just joyful moment for me, and everything what I did after during the celebration and after winning, it all came naturally by emotions. It was not none of it was planned, and then I kind of had a flashback of all my journey in a very quick glimpse, and it felt nothing less than heaven, and I can't find words to describe how it felt.
Badminton requires a lot of strength. What is your diet like?
Most of it is natural home food, and just trying to avoid sugary and packed food, and then try to eat fresh food most of the time, avoiding juice, and then having raw fruits, dry fruits, nuts, and taking care of the protein intake. And then, of course, being from Haryana, the diet has to have ghee and lassi, doodh, everything. So I was not too harsh on myself for diet wise.
One advice to the young para athletes that you would want to give?
I'll give athletes for everyone, in every young person in general, that pick up any sport, be it play it for recreation or play it for professionally. Get involved in a sport, because nowadays the generation is more into indoor things and then less into physical activities. What sports give you is works for the whole of your life, irrespective of your profession, because it gives you self-confidence, self-belief, which is helpful for all the professionals, and especially for the people with disability, because you need self-confidence to go out there and face the world, because irrespective of how well you do in any profession, people do have that stigma in India, still have that stigma in India, that they look up to you with sympathy and everything. But once they get to know about you, about your journey, they feel immensely proud about you as well. So to face the world and to be go out there and give your best, you have to have a self-confidence. And I'll suggest as much as disabled people to go out there and play any sport.
One life mantra that you swear by?
Never give up.